this video, I'm going to show you some functions in R that are related to summing elements in a vector or elements in a matrix or elements in part of a data frame. First one is just a command called sum, S-U-M, and I can just type in a vector to it. In this case, I've preloaded this vector x, and what it'll do is just add up all the elements I have in there. Now this sum command has an extra option in it that tells you what to do in the case when you have missing values, and it's defaulted to false, meaning that when you have missing values, it just comes back and says, hey, the sum is a missing value also. This vector y has 2 missing values in there. But if I change the option here to true, it ignores the fact that there's missing values and just gives you the sum of what's in the list. In this case, just 1, 4, and 2 are the things that are going to be summed together. Now there's another option you have that's related to sums, and it's called a cumulative sum, C-U-M, S-U-M, and just put in the vector you want there, and what it'll do is give you the cumulative sums as you work your way through the vector. So if I look at this, it starts with 1, that's my first sum, and then the first two elements are 1 and 4, so that's my next sum there, 1 plus 4, and then I throw in the next value, which is 5, so that's going to be 5 more, so that'll give me 10. I got 2 more after that, which is 12, and then 1 more after that, which is 13. So that gives me the cumulative sums there. And then just something a little bit fun that goes along with this is there's a function also called mean, which will give me the average of all the values sitting in there. So I can do mean of the x values, I get 2.6, and it also gives me an option to deal with missing values, and that'll default to false, but you can set it to true. If you leave it on the default, it'll basically not compute a mean for you. If you set it to true, then it'll ignore the missing values. Oops, let's go back and set this to y, and we can see this. So we get that off the vector y. But if we leave it on its default, which is false, we get nothing there. Okay, so those are some functions that deal with the summing of values in a vector or possibly a matrix.